Gabby is a lovable and friendly man, but what you might not know is he does like a moan as much as anyone. Well, not quite as much as Simon Jordan, but nevertheless does like a moan. So with that in mind, we thought it was time to let Gabby loose and get some things off his chest in our new feature, Miles Office, with the legend, Gabby Agbonlahor.
You're worth like billions, but you can't. You have to sell.
We don't have to sell this summer. It's all paper nonsense. You haven't got a clue.
Absolutely miles off it.
When I watch Anthony, I look at him, does his little tricks. And yesterday, there was one incident where he took himself on.
Miles off it.
Jamie O'Hara looking to find true love.
You know, I'm a baller. You know, I play for Spurs and Billericay and Wolves. You know, like, come to London, I'll take you to Harrods.
Miles off it.
Couldn't get out of bed this morning, honestly. It took me 10 minutes to try and get out of bed.
Really?
Yeah, man. When
was it, a bunk bed?
Absolutely miles off it. First of all, Jeff, miles off it come from like sort of changing room saying, no, like you come in after a game, you'd be like, you were miles off it today. You were miles off it. You were rubbish. But I'm going to start up with, first up, Dusseldorf Airport for its poor signage. I walked out the wrong exit, couldn't get my bag. Producer had to get it. Dusseldorf Airport, you are miles off it. Next, German cab drivers. On the phone whilst driving, no idea what direction they're going, no card readers that work, running red lights, probably nearly died 4 times on this trip from the cab drivers. Miles off it, German cab drivers. talkSPORT Travel. How on earth did me and Jeff get single beds in Munich, hosting the breakfast show, build-up shows, we have to get our rest, and we are in single beds and can't even turn over. talkSPORT Travel, you are a million miles off it. Right, this is the big one though. German food, honestly, it's just sausage, and chips. Is that all you have? The thing I've had is a chicken burger. I ordered steak and I got a rump. I ordered some prawns and they brought them to me with the head still on. When I want a curry, it's a sausage curry. They're putting veal in my pasta. I've never had a veal pasta in my life. German food, you are a million miles off it. And finally, Phil Foden, top player. Incredible season for Manchester City. So much talent and potential. But last night he was poor. So I'm sorry, Phil. No, I'm not going to say miles off it for Phil.
Can I add one to that as well?
Yes.
Gary, our last caller. You're miles off it, mate.
I'll call him Gaz.
Gaz.
Miles off it, Gaz.
But you shouldn't complain about food too much, you know, Gab.
I'm happy I lost a bit of weight.
But you have mastered the art now of eating prawns in the shell.
Yes. Well, the producer did take all of them, didn't they?
Pretty much all of them,
so, yeah. Because they were free.
He's an absolute gannet.
Honestly, he can eat, can't he?
Yeah. Ashley, German food. Have you sampled it, mate?
I've not sampled German food, no. And by Gabby's take, it's not the best. But, you know, I think, like he said, if he's losing a couple of pounds, that's all right.
Thank you, Ash. It's not the worst thing, is it, Younger?
No, definitely not.
What's your take on fresh prawns, Ashley? Do you like those? I mean, Gabby likes them straight from the packet.
Well, yeah, that's what it sounded like. He could just open the packet and just eat them. So, you know, he's got some weird eating habits. I've seen a few of them. So we'll leave Gabby.
Jeff, Youngie only goes to the finest restaurants in Mayfair, the Novikofs, the Zumas, so his prawns are perfectly cooked for him.
Brilliant. Hey,
Jeff,
Ashley, you've known him a long time. You've known him a long time. Was he always a moaner?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Brilliant. Now then, look, it's being reported that Erik Ten Hag's summer holiday to Ibiza was interrupted unexpectedly, unannounced, we were told by the club's manager. They flew out to tell him that they wanted him to stay. Ten Hag told the Dutch channel NOS that they had spoken to Thomas Tuchel, but ultimately came to the conclusion that he was the right man for the job. Looking in from the outside, Ash, what do you think of the way Manchester United have handled all this?
To be honest, I think it's been a bit of a palaver. I don't know whether, you know, winning the FA Cup was in the end of it to get, you know, Ten Hag the job. With it all being talked about in the press, I think that's the way that the club's been going, to be honest. And you know, I think they should have just ended all speculation and, just come out after the FA Cup final and just give it straight to Ten Hag, and then everybody would have known where they was going to be.
Yeah, it's been a difficult time as far as Erik Ten Hag's concerned. Do you think now that the right thing to do is not just say stay on, but actually here's a brand new contract that runs maybe 3 years, something like that, to give them a bit of stability?
I think that's exactly what I was going to say, that they need to have some sort of stability now to give Ten Hag they've given him the decision that he's going to stay on, not just stay on. Here's a new contract, and there you go. Let's start taking the club forward and getting the club back to where we know that Manchester United should be, and that's higher up in the table, fighting for the league table.
And now then, let's just move it on a little bit. The former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp returned to his beloved Anfield this week to watch the superstar Taylor Swift in concert. On his new active Instagram account, he released a video captioned, "So, back in Liverpool, and now it's Taylor time." We can hear what he had to say as he headed back to Anfield.
So, back in Liverpool, and now it's Taylor time. Yeah, we go now to Anfield. First time going to Anfield, not for a football game, but in the stands and watching Taylor Swift. So, yeah, I'm not tailor-made, obviously, but Taylor ready. Let's go to Anfield and, yeah, have a good night.
Obviously, big Taylor Swift fan. He won't be there next season. Actually, he won't be on Merseyside. Liverpool will miss him. Will you miss him?
Do you know? Yeah, he will. I think just because the character that he brings to the Premier League, he's a fantastic manager, a fantastic person as well. Having met him more than a few times, I think he will be missed in the Premier League. But if he keeps on putting videos like that on social media, then I think everybody won't miss him as much.
It's a bit of your music, isn't it, Youngie? Taylor Swift, you're a fan?
I heard you had tickets to the concert, but you missed it because you was out in Dusseldorf, huh?
This guy.
I was getting some stick earlier on because I'm not a rapper, Ashley, as well. I mean,
he's not a fan of Kendrick Lamar, Youngie. Oh, Jeff.
Has Gabby been rapping to you?
Oh, we're saving that delight for a bit later, I think. Look, just a quick word before we let you go, Ashley. Christian Eriksen. What a joy it was to see him score that goal, wasn't it, for Denmark yesterday?
It was, it was fantastic to see him on the pitch, and to score in their first game was fantastic. After everything that's gone on, everything that happened, it was, for me, it was fantastic to just to watch and see him out there scoring. Just everything about it was just perfect.
Brilliant. Ashley, just a last word. Can we still win it? England, can we still win this tournament?
Of course we can.
Was ist das? talkSPORT?